Hey everyone, so I'm here to catch up on the last 3 days. So, January 31st topic from The Language of Letting Go is asking for what we need. One evening, I was alone, weary, and exhausted. I was in the midst of extensive traveling, disconnected from friends and family. I had flown home for the evening, but it seemed like nobody noticed. People were used to me being gone. It was late at night. I began arguing with God. I'm out here working hard. I'm lonely. I need someone who cares. You've told me to tell you what I need. And tonight, God, I particularly need the presence of male energy. I need a friend, someone I can trust to care about me in a non-sexual, non-exploitive way. I need to be held. Now, where are you? I lay down on the couch and closed my eyes. I was too tired to do anything but let go. The telephone rang minutes later. It was a former colleague who had since become my friend. Hey, kid, he said. You sound really tired and needy. Stay right where you are. I'm going to drive out and give you a foot rub. It sounds exactly like what you need. Half an hour later, he knocked on my door. He brought a small bottle of oil with him and gently massaged my feet. Gave me a hug, told me how much he cared about me, then left. I smiled. I received exactly what I asked for. It is safe to trust God. Today I will remember that God cares about what I need, especially if I do. That's something that I think so many of us have a hard time doing, is accepting that we need something and putting it into words and communicating it to somebody. And I know that for me, the positive affirmations and the journaling that I do really puts out to the universe what I'm looking for and what I need. I know that in our marriage, I started really manifesting and focusing on what I wanted and needed and was longing for from Ryan. And, you know, years ago, had somebody said this or told me that I was going to give advice like this, I would have been like, eye roll, like sarcasm, whatever. But I did, and those things started to manifest itself. And whatever you're looking for, whatever you're needing, put it out in the universe, put it down on paper, focus on what you want instead of what you don't want. Because in this certain situation right here, it would have been easy to focus on, God, my family doesn't care, I'm alone, why does this always happen to me, grumble, 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 go to bed angry. But instead, putting out what you want will radiate and attract and put out that energy of what you want if you focus on what you want versus what you're unhappy about. And so that's something that I've had to change. And so basically, if you're just focusing on negativity, all you have to do is, when you catch yourself in that pattern, focus on the opposite of what you're doing, and it will bring the right things into your life, because you don't want any more negativity. All right, so we're moving on to February, catching up from yesterday and today. So February 1st, we're talking about the step 2 of the 12-step process when working on recovery. So, came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. Step 2. We come to believe in a better life through the powerful gift of other people, hearing them, seeing them, watching the gift of recovery at work in their lives. There's a greater power than ourselves. This is a real hope now, and things can and will be different and better for us and our life. We are not in a do-it-ourselves program. We do not have to exert willpower to change. We do not have to force a recovery to happen. We do not have to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps just so we believe that there is a power greater than ourselves, one who will get the job done in our life. This power will do for us what your greatest and most diligent efforts could not accomplish. Our higher power will restore us to a sane and beneficial life. All we do is believe. Look, watch, see the people around you, see the healing they have found, then discover your own faith, your own belief, and your own healing. Today, regardless of my circumstances, I will believe to the best of my ability that a power greater than myself can and will restore me to a peaceful, sane way of living. Then I will relax and let him do that. So, I was speaking to somebody the other day and about that, she said, I pray to God. And I said, to use God, to me, it's a higher power. It's the universe. So whatever label you need to put on it, or no label at all, just believe that there's a greater force out there that wants you to be happy, that wants you to succeed. And if you're not succeeding, if you're not happy, it's usually yourself that's standing in the way. All right, so today, February 2nd, trusting our higher power. February 2nd is an amazing day for me because it marks exactly 6 years since I fully committed to a healthier lifestyle. So I purchased the tools to commit to a healthy lifestyle on January 28th of 2012. But it wasn't until February 2nd that I actually put it in motion, and I pushed play and started P90X, and then actually shared it on social media with the world. So February 2nd is a day that I will always remember. And 6 years later, I'm still here. The fact that I'm reading this book to you shows how far I've come. I have grown so much personally, physically, spiritually, relationship-wise. I am working on healing myself from the deepest wounds that came to me at a very early age. And I am sharing it with other people, and I'm finding joy in my life, finding joy in my business, finding joy in other people. And I hope that you do the same. And I hope that you're not just here a year from now following me along this journey, being my friend, but 6 years from now and even longer, because this is a lifestyle that has brought a lot of happiness amidst the unhappy moments that just come with being alive. All right, so trusting our higher power. Made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood them. Step 3. So much talk about a higher power, God as we understand God. So much joy as we come to understand Him. Spirituality and spiritual growth are the foundations of change. Recovery from codependency is not a do-it-yourself task. Is God a relentless taskmaster, a hard-hearted, shaming wizard with tricks up his sleeve? Is God deaf, uncaring, haphazard, unforgiving? No, a loving God, a caring God, that is the God of our recovery. No more pain than is necessary for usefulness, healing, and cleansing. As much goodness and joy as our heart can hold, as soon as our heart is sealed, open, and ready to receive, God approving, accepting, instantly forgiving. God has planned little gifts along the way to brighten our day, and sometimes big, delightful surprises, perfectly timed, perfect for us. A master artist, God will weave together all our joy, sadness, experience to create a portrait of our life with depth, beauty, sensitivity, color, humor, and feeling. God as we understand Him, a loving God, the God of our recovery. Today I'll open myself up to the care of a loving God, then I will let God show me love. So again, your higher power, it can be whatever you choose, but open yourself up to receive the gifts of life so that you break out from those chains that are holding you back in an unhappy or negative state.